Greetings, travelers. I have a confession to make. I actually have thousands of alt accounts across all data centers. I am the person in every single Party Finder group that has caused a wipe ever. I am the wiper. Yep, I'm the one who forgot to press arm's length during Junction Shiva, the one who messed up your platforms in E9S, and even the one who screwed up the puddles somehow in E10S. As most people are aware, there is new content being added into Final Fantasy XIV. This time around is something called an expansion, and eventually we're going to get more Savage content and Ultimate content. So I'm here to put in my application to join your team so that you can so that you can help me. Alright, let's go over my qualifications. Am I a valuable asset to the team? Just by looking at my YouTube videos, you might be able to get an idea of what I'm capable of playing. So suffice to say, I can play Samurai. Now, am I a good Samurai player? Well, I have at least one body pillow, so that's a pretty good start. I've also watched a lot of anime over my time in this mortal plane when I was supposed to be studying the blade. So I guess putting all that together cancels out because I'm pretty mediocre. Now, how much damage does that come out to? Enough to beat the hardest DPS checks in the game. I'm very much the epitome of adequacy. Now, I know what some people are probably going to say. Hang on a second, Chair. I've seen you stream before. Don't you play Astro? In fact, I swear you've cleared E10S with a 100% clear rate on Gunbreaker. And to that I say, every clear of hard content that I've done on other jobs is a fever dream to me. Thankfully, I was only capable of clearing the tier with Echo, which is better than not clearing at all, while still being somewhat disappointing. In addition to Savage, I've also cleared some other very important content. Ever heard of this little fight called Titania Normal? Yeah, I've cleared it before. Or what about the Seed of Suck? I'll have you know that I pressed the tank limit break 3 at the correct time at least once. And I know that you're getting a little too aroused after hearing that one, but you know what else I've done? Beaten Mist Dragon from the burn. Even more impressive, I know that 1 is not a prime number. Although this isn't going to be directly related to Final Fantasy XIV, I also upload videos to YouTube without my parents' permission. But I know what people really want to see. That's right, you wanted to see my illegal number profile. Well, let's take a look now that I went and cleared the raid tier off stream by coercing a group of players to help out. Boom. That's right, don't look at those jobs. It looks pretty good until you realize that this is echo raid parsing, which means nothing to anybody. Here are my actual numbers from real, non-echo sweaty gaming. And if you ask me, this is more impressive than any other player in existence. How the fuck is anyone going to be able to compete with that? I've also dropped my buffs at least 1 billion times per encounter. And I'm also known for being able to drift my Higanbana like I'm getting paid to do so. As we all know, there is a clause in high-end content that says if you drift your dot on Samurai, the clear is illegitimate. It's unfortunate how illegitimate my Savage career has been. Now that you understand what my skill set looks like, I'll move into the next standard interview question. What am I looking for in a static? Well, it's simple, really. We just need to clear the content. Eventually. We will probably start actually progging like a couple of weeks after everyone is already done being sweaty and everything's already figured out for me. That way I can look at all those sick strategies that people come up with that are supposed to be temporary until someone comes up with something better, but we just end up using the same half-baked strategy because we don't want to relearn everything and it also somehow becomes Party Finder standard. You see, even with all those advantages, the strats will simply hit my brain and be neutralized by my absolute sheer blockheadedness. So hang on, what's that when you put it all together? Is that a medium core group? Yeah, I don't really know these new fancy terms since I'm 176 years old. I also just want gear because I like seeing big numbers. And maybe casually do ultimate eventually, maybe probably not. With my goals established to see if they align with the company vision, you'll want to know if my personality will mesh well with your group. Well, I have some pretty extreme principles when it comes to running hard content, so get ready. I'm okay with losing a little uptime for a safer strategy so that we can get it clear. I know, that's pretty wild. I also believe that mental fortitude is important, so I always keep Nekopara open on the side so that I can pat heads when I get stressed out after fucking up the same mechanic 8 times in a row because my brain shuts off during release on Lions. Please fucking forgive me. I will say that my mental is usually pretty okay. This next one will come as a shock, but I deal with my emotions by filtering it through sarcasm. I bet you never could have guessed that. But if you can't handle me at my worst, it doesn't get any better than this. Besides, if you hated my absolutely acidic personality, you probably don't watch my videos. Will you get anything out of this? No, because this is a video that I made half as a joke, even though I don't know what I'm going to do for the next expansion, but will probably, inevitably, end up in Party Finder. Probably your Party Finder. Just so I can make an egregious mistake right at the end of the run and be told how worthless I am. Now let's get out there and continue to make only the most costly mistakes.